I was having this debate with someone the other day around the virtues of using a system like SharePoint to store your systems documents, right? All these are those documents, your process, your procedures, your templates, all the things that you use for your team to know how to do things within your organization. And traditionally, how most of these systems have come about is that we'll create these big user manuals and guides that are put into Word documents and PowerPoint decks and all that sort of stuff. They're created usually as part of, some sort of, standards accreditation or something like that, like ISO 27001 and other sort of things like that, to sort of say that we've systemized our business and now we're certified about that. And the problem is with these documents is they get created. They're not really portable or easily accessible, and they usually got a lot of information all packed into a single document. So there might be a single document that describes the entire onboarding process in your organization of how you onboard a new team member. And it's going to cover lots and lots of different topics, like how to add them into the HR system, how to, which contracts to get them to sign, onboard them into your technology platforms, etc. Now, these might link to other documents, and that's fine. But it's still locked away within a document. And they're saying, well, this is the best way to do it. And I'm going, well, no, it's not. Because the way we consume content has changed. You're watching a video right now. That's how a lot of people prefer to get their information. Screen shares and all that sort of stuff. Images and short snippets of data and pieces of information. And so my argument is that you should use SharePoint pages to create a web page with content, different web parts and stuff in there. So you might have some text, some images, some videos, some quick links and other things, and develop a standard around that with lots of different structures and keywords and other things to make it readily searchable, accessible, and most importantly, changeable. The more you can break this stuff down into atomic units, the more likely it would get to use. Sure, you might jump through 5 or 6 different pages to get the full picture of what you need to know. But a good system is going to have an overview document or diagram to present this, and then you drill down to the specific task and activity you need to do. And the thing is, a lot of people are starting to get this idea recently, and there's good platforms like Google Workspaces, there's Teamwork, SharePoint, amongst others out there to be able to do this. And so there's all this debate about, oh, this is all new. Well, I was doing this stuff 10 years ago, where we created an image map that you would tap on to drill into a particular subsection, then you tap on another map to drill down to, here's a swim lane diagram that shows you how all things work, and you tap on each particular item on the swim lane, and it gives you the specific atomic pieces of information to do your job. It was all accessible, it was all exposed in very easily editable and searchable content, and it was just very easy to navigate. But that was 10 years ago. This is the sort of stuff we should be doing today. How do you make your content come to life? How do you make it accessible? How do you make it exciting? How do you make it easy for people to get the information they need without having to use anything other than a web browser? That's it. That's all they have access to. And make it so accessible that they can stick it on one of these as well. This is the goal. This is the power that we have available to us, and this is what SharePoint can do. This is what other platforms can do. This is why I love the fact that you can connect and integrate teams with your systems. And this is why I call it a system hub rather than a document store. If you have documents full of content that shows you how to do your stuff, great. Convert it to a system hub, put it onto SharePoint pages, make it easy to access, make it easy to consume, and find ways to make it maybe a little bit exciting. Don't lock your stuff away in documents. Lift it out and bring it to life.